Hey guys, Joe on it coming back in here again with another Rome 2 siege battle. We have a 4v4. It will be Macedon taking on the Odryssian Kingdom. This battle was sent in by Kor, so thanks buddy for sending it in. He is one of the Macedonian attacking armies. Since this was sent in as from the attacker's point of view, we will not be able to see the defenders, so I will describe their units as we come across to see them. It's all four members are the attackers are Macedon, so we'll just go over real quick. We have Kor, Easy Savage, the Blood King, and Solo Wing Pixie on the attacking sides, and the defenders are myself, Charlie 6 Zulu, Sir Beeston, and we actually had a computer as our fourth ally, so that should be interesting to see how it plays out. We'll just do some quick army comps on this side. We have a bunch of the militia hoplites, some Cretan archers, thorax swordsmen throughout, some slingers, we have 2 units of pikemen over here, a whole host of siege equipment, as you can see, a bunch of siege towers, a couple of rams. They have a Greek ballista on this side and a Greek ballista on the opposite side here. More archers in the woods here with 2 units of thorax swordsmen on a ram and a tower. Let's shoot on over to the other side. Again, more of the same. We have some more thorax swordsmen up on the towers, a couple of units of Thurio spears, some more mercenary Cretan archers. The general is a companion cavalry on this side. He's got 3 units of mercenary Thracian warriors hidden back here in the woods, with another unit of the Sarissa light shock cavalry. And this army over here, again, more of the hoplites, Cretan archers. He's got some 3 units of shield bearers in the back, shield bearer general. He's also got a Greek heavy onager here, 2 units of thorax pikemen here on his tortoises, another unit of Thurio spears, and a citizen cavalry off in the woods. And this army did not bring a... No, this army did not bring a piece of artillery, so I believe the other 3 armies did. We have the heavy onager here, and then back on this side we have the 2 giant ballistas here. So without further ado, let's get this one going. And like I said, this is an attacking point of view for the replay, so we will not be able to see any of the defending forces aside of any wall artillery that we had brought with us. We have a Dacian bastion ballista back over there. Oh, we're able to see a unit here. We have a unit of mercenary hoplites close to the town center. I believe this is the town center here. We do have a sally out coming out. I just happened to notice this over here. 3 units of the Thracian horsemen coming out. Oh, another 2 units of the Thracian. So this is a pretty big sally out coming out. Let's see what they end up doing. I'm going to guess these guys are going to try and worm through here, maybe get into these archers. There is a Greek ballista over on this side. They are moving that Greek ballista that was on that side up further. We have a good charge coming into here. 3 units of the Thracian horsemen going into a unit of thorax swordsmen. It was a good charge, but nobody has lost any lives yet. Yeah, all 3 of the cavalry are still 60 of 60, and the thorax swordsman is still at 120. Wow, there is a lot more cavalry here than I originally thought. We have 8 units of Thracian cavalry out. 1 unit is pulling back. 2 more units seem to be pulling back, maybe coming back into the city completely. Let's check real quick on the other side, see what we have going on here. So we did have a couple of units up on the walls. We have a couple of units of the Thracian bowmen, 3 units to be exact, and we also have a Dacian ballista and another Dacian ballista here. Macedonian army on this side seems to be pushing his towers up onto this ridge here, which I'm not sure, maybe just to have the ballista or the scorpion, whatever you want to call it, that's up on top of the tower here, to be able to have a good vantage point and shooting down onto the walls from this hill up here. Have to keep an eye and see what goes on with that. This Macedonian general here is pushing up his 2 tortoises, probably to bash down some walls on this, and these 3 towers will be moving up in strategic points over here. Let's get back over here, check and see how this cavalry is doing over here. We are able to finally see a couple more units up on the walls. We have a unit of Thracian warriors, some Thracian nobles, Some mercenary hoplites down in the street, another unit of Thracian warriors. 2 units of the Thracian cavalry has pulled back inside the settlement. We have 3 more units still circling around the rear of this Macedonian army, and on this side, the 2 units of Thracian horsemen were able to get in to rout 1 unit of archers. They're in the middle of another unit of archers right now, so that's a good sign for the defending forces. They're getting rid of some archers early on in the game. We do have a lone tower moving up on this side, thorax swordsman. We'll see if maybe the defenders, if we ended up placing any defenders on this side. So let's get back up over onto here. Macedon has landed a tower on the wall. They are unloading a unit of thorax swordsmen. In the immediate defense, there is the unit of Thracian nobles, Thracian warriors, another unit of Thracian warriors, and a unit of mercenary hoplites. We have a unit of Thracian bowmen up on the wall here. These 3 units, of cavalry have tried to charge over, maybe try and get out this Greek ballista off the field. Not sure how well that's going to do, since there are 2 units of hoplites over here defending it. 1 unit of the Thracian horsemen is now breaking. They're already down to 9 out of 60 men. This is a 27 out of 60. This unit is pushing into the ballista, getting some good kills. They're already down 13 men. But I don't think this unit of cavalry is, yeah, they're already starting to waver. So, good attempt there, trying to get rid of all of that. This unit of cavalry over here, one of them seems to have been routed off the... Oh, no, there he is. He's moving in behind into the rear, trying to maybe swing around and maybe get a good shot in on the general on a charge. I'm not entirely sure. So one of the units of archers that was on this side has been routed off of the battlefield, but they're getting some... This unit here is getting some fantastic rear shots. This unit is already down 5 men. Thorax swordsmen were not touched at all, and this unit of archers have lost 18 men. Let's move back over onto the other side, see how well... Okay, so Macedon has pushed up the 3 towers and the two tortoises up on the walls now. The tortoises are knocking down the walls. This wall is at 46. We have this one at 62. So this unit of Thracian warriors better get off that wall real quick. It seems here that a unit of the Thracian bowmen have been caught in melee combat, so they will more than likely not survive very long. And they do have another unit of Thracian bowmen up here on the walls, but there is a unit of warriors in front of them. Macedon pushing up a lot of their hoplites up onto the wall first. Another unit of Thracian warriors are moving over to continue helping to aid this side in defense. Since this wall has been knocked down, now we can see the 2 units of Thracian warriors here. We have a unit of Thracian bowmen, 3 units of the mercenary veteran hoplites. 2 units of mercenary veteran hoplites, 1 unit of regular mercenary hoplites. There was another unit here. I didn't have a chance to see his flag. Thracian bowmen here in the street. 2 other units of Thracian bowmen over here, probably waiting their chance to get some good shots in. The Greek ballista that was on the wall has been routed off the battlefield. A unit of hoplites is being surrounded to a degree. They are down 69 out of 120. Thracian warriors over here. These bowmen are still up on the walls, probably trying to get them desperately off of the walls here. The 2 units of hoplites that were on these tortoises are now lined up in this breach point. I don't know whether... Here they come. They're going to start coming through against one unit of Thracian warriors here. So this should be a pretty good line for right now. This Macedonian player still has a decent amount of troops in his reserve with another tortoise back here. This unit has... this onager crew seems to have lost all of their artillery. It all looks to be destroyed, so I'm going to guess one of the 2 wall artillery units did that, as I don't see a whole lot of bodies strewn around, so I'm guessing there wasn't a sally out on this side. Companion cavalry for this general sitting back in the woods. This army is just kind of using this hill, like I said, using the hill to the advantage. He's got his archers up here, getting obviously wrecked a whole unit or a majority of a unit of archers here. Yeah, they're already down. They're only down to 8 out of 90 left, so well-placed archers here. And now he's going to be able to get some really good flanking fire or rear shots in on these Thracian warriors that are on the walls. Again, the heavy towers up here do have the ballistas on top or scorpions on top, and they're able to get some shots down. Let's get back over onto the other side, see how well it's going over here. Defenders seem to be doing pretty well. The attackers are also spreading out their attack pretty wide. They have one tower all the way over here with 2 units. They have 2 units of thorax swordsmen and a unit of archers over here. We still do have a unit of cavalry out here. Actually, 3 units. I guess those units came back out for another sally out. The ballista that was up over here, I don't see them anymore, so maybe they were able to finally get them off the field, and now these 2 units of the cavalry have gotten into a couple of units of slingers and archers, which is good. Always good to see archers get routed off of a battlefield, especially if you're a defender. That's definitely a fantastic thing to see. One of the units of Odryssian horsemen have pulled back over near the gate, and these 2 Macedonian players have a unit of swordsmen up on the walls, another unit of thorax swordsmen, but they are being currently bested by some Thracian warriors. I'm not sure if the Thracian warriors have pila, javelins I should say, so I'm not entirely sure if maybe that just oh wait, no, we have a whole lot of fire. So okay, there's a unit of bowmen here. I didn't see that flag tucked behind the unit of Thracian warrior flag there. So getting some good shots onto this thorax swordsman unit as they're moving up closer to the walls, and the Thracian horsemen 1 unit have pulled back in again to the settlement, and they are pulling back into the rear lines of the defenders. So the 2 units that were on this side have been routed off of the battlefield, but I'm sure that they probably got a decent amount of kills, hopefully. Let's get back over onto the other side, see how well the defenders are holding over here. Still doing a pretty good job. I mean, these Macedonian players do have a couple of towers up on the walls, but it looks like they're trying to push pretty good through the 3 breach points that they have. They pulled up their 3rd tortoise that was in reserve, and now we have some cavalry coming in. We have a unit of citizen cavalry and a unit of, what's this other one? This is the Sarissa light shock cavalry. Let's see where they're going to try and push into here. It doesn't look like they really have very many opportunities or places to really push into, so I think they're maybe just up here for some moral support. Let's see if either one of them have discipline. That unit, I believe, has discipline, and that unit does not. Okay, so they pushed up. Let's see, they got some kills. Actually, they took some kills. Did they get any kills? 23 for that unit and 23 for the Sarissa cavalry. So okay, it was pretty much an even balance there. This Macedonian player is doing a fantastic job. He's got his 3 units of archers up over here, and there's really no answer for it on this side for whichever player is doing this Odryssian Kingdom. There's really no answer for these 3 units of archers over here up on this hill. They have a perfect shot right over the top of the wall. Let's just sit over here for a minute, see if we can get a volley or 2 out of them, unless maybe they're still just continuing to move their position around. But as you can see, they still have their bows in their hands, so they do still have ammunition. So far it seems like the Odryssian Kingdom on this side has been able to halt any sort of attack that there would be over here. This side seems to be having a little bit of a problem. Macedonian players have made it inside the settlement, and there is 3 units of the Cretan archers on this side on the ground, and they still do have the units up over here. But we do have a good pull around. I guess they came out of the gate over here. Again, I did not see it. Can't really see the defending players when it's coming in from a attacking viewpoint. Thracian horsemen were able to get a good sally out around. Let's see how many kills they got. They got a decent amount of kills on that unit of archers. This unit has lost nobody. This unit has lost 1. But this unit of Thracian horsemen are going to have to run away now due to the unit of citizen cavalry and Sarissa cavalry moving over along with the unit of companion heavy shock cavalry coming in from the general. Let's get back over onto this side. Still some more, just holding walls, holding breach points over here. A lot of Odryssian archers in the center here. Now we're starting to see a little bit more. There's another unit of Thracian horsemen. Now I'm kind of interested to see at the end here the post-battle stats, see how many units of cavalry Odryssian Kingdom actually had, because this battle was a little while ago, so I'm not entirely sure what all we did have. I'm going to say this battle was probably a few months ago. A lot of Thracian warriors on this side over here, just moving around, probably waiting to either push up onto the walls to assist some more of the Thracian nobles on the walls here. We'll have to take and see what they're going to do. We do have a unit of Thracian bowmen here getting some shots into... Looks like they're getting some shots into this unit of the thorax swordsman here. But we'll have to... Yeah, there are still more units just moving around. Looks... Oh, this is going to be a problem right here. Defenders are going to have to send some units over to these breach points here, because Macedon now has a free run aside of this one unit of mercenary hoplites. They're going to be able to take this whole front section right here of this corner part of the wall at least, but this does have a tower for them, which will be most beneficial for them. And Macedon on this side seems to be able to, with the 3 units that they have over here, more than likely will be able to best this unit of mercenary hoplites. The defenders, we probably, again, like I said, I don't remember this battle, it was a while ago. We're probably going to have to move some units down over onto that side to help defend over there. Macedon is now just going for a big push with 1 unit of their hoplites, probably a search unit, if you will. We're going to come and check around our streets and see what all we have where. Another unit of Thracian bowmen here firing. Where are they firing into? Let's see if we can get a shot of where their arrows are going. Try and chase their arrows. Okay, there they are. They're getting fire. Okay, so they're firing into these 2 units of hoplites here, which are currently being held off by 2 units of Thracian warriors. So that's a good sign for the defenders. But this 1 unit of hoplites is just pretty much just running around over here doing whatever he wants to do. Because of this 1 unit of hoplites, we do now see another unit of Thracian, 2 units of Thracian bowmen. This unit of Thracian bowmen is doing a fantastic job here on eliminating the Macedonian archers, along with support from this arrow tower here. Is there only 1 arrow tower? Yeah, there's only 1 tower there. But now they should probably try and get some flanking, pretty much rear shots in on this unit of thorax swordsmen. Let's see where they're shooting. Nope, they're shooting at the unit that's up on the wall. Do we have 2 units? Yeah, both units are currently shooting at the unit of thorax swordsmen that are up on the wall here. Mercenary hoplites still holding this position. They do look... It says that they are losing current combat. They're active. The thorax swordsmen are active as well. Let's get on back over to the other side, see how well the defense is going over here. Still a lot of wall fighting going on, breach point fighting going on, so defenders on this side are definitely doing better than the defenders on the opposite side. Here on the west side of the settlement, I should say, the defenders are doing much better on the west side than the defenders are doing currently on the east side of the settlement. Lot of units here, unit of Greek onager, two units of shield barrels, and we do have one of the units of hoplites here. Defenders might want to send another unit. If we have any spears, maybe. Again, I don't know. We might need to use a unit of spears up over here to try and hold off some of these shield bearers. Again, these archers just up in the woods here, getting some fantastic shots down on this Thracian warrior unit. And there are the other 3 units of Cretan archers down here on the ground, right on the other side of the wall. Let's see if they're getting any shots off, or are they just waiting. Looks like they're just waiting currently. Actually, I don't know. I see some of them with daggers in their hands. Yeah, I see a few here and there that have daggers in their hands. I'm not sure how that works. I figured if they all had ammo, they would still be showing that they were carrying bows. Macedonian player here has made up a front line for his offensive attack position. 2 units of Thracian bowmen over here. Probably going to start trying to pick away at the hoplites here, or maybe get some shots into the pikemen, which would probably be a better idea to get some shots into the pikemen, as they are far more dangerous than the hoplites. Plus the pikeman still has a full unit. Hoplites are already down 25 men. Some more Thracian bowmen pushing in over here. We have a unit of veteran hoplites that are about to start taking on 2 units of thorax swordsmen here at this staircase. Let's see how long they can hold here. We have a pretty good line here still. A couple of units of the Thracian nobles and Thracian warriors with some archer fire as a help, coming in on a unit of hoplites, pikemen, another unit of hoplites, and a unit of thorax swordsmen. But as you can see, just look at all of the dead. The dead on this side is definitely a lot more Thracian warriors, Thracian nobles are on the ground on this side than Macedonian players. There are some in the rear here, but I'm going to guess that's probably just from the archer fire. Macedon still has a relatively sizable force here in their reserves. Let's check the opposite side, see how much there. They still have a huge amount of reserves as well. Still holding pretty well at this breach point here. They did end up moving up a unit of the veteran hoplites, so that'll be good. They might have wanted to maybe press it around a little bit further over here, as this right here, as you can see on the cursor, this right here could be flanked around. We do have the unit of Thracian bowmen here getting some shots into a unit of thorax swordsmen as they were coming over this ridge through the breach point here, which is fantastic. Actually, they're also running away, so they're getting some extra kills as they're getting shot in the back. Mercenary hoplites here holding, a unit of mercenary veteran hoplites on this side holding back some thorax swordsmen. Trying to make a big push through here. We have two units of thorax swordsmen and a unit of mercenary Thracian warriors. Really trying to push through this. Let's see how this combat is going on. So I just have to say this, I really do like the fact that the Thracian warriors have that little buckler shield, a little forearm shield. That's pretty cool. I like that little addition. So the Cretan archers on this side are still plugging down on a unit of Thracian bowmen that are just standing here. This unit may need to be moved out of the way here because they are the only line of defense that would be holding off a unit of thorax swordsmen here. This thorax swordsman unit seems to be just being cut to pieces by a unit, this rear unit of Thracian bowmen here. Still holding here, we have a unit of the mercenary veteran hoplites holding off two units of shield bearers. One unit of the Thracian warriors up on the wall here at this breach is starting to waver, so this unit of mercenary hoplites may need to be pushed back into combat. Let's get back over onto the other side, see how well we're doing here. So we do have a okay defense here. A couple of units of the Thracian warriors and a unit of Thracian bowmen here, firing away on a unit of Cretan archers, two units of Cretan archers, and here comes a big, starting to be a push here by Macedon. It's got 3 units of hoplites coming up this main road here. Still have a little bit of combat going on this side. Mercenary hoplites fighting against some thorax swordsmen. Just by going by the numbers, I'm going to assume that the thorax swordsman will probably best the mercenary hoplites on this side. So that will be another flank that the defending armies will have to worry about. A unit of the Thracian bowmen here are just getting cut down by the 2 units of Cretan archers. Cretan archers are now changing their firing, going to start shooting into some of the Thracian warriors here. And here comes the 3 units of hoplites charging into Thracian warriors, countercharge from the Thracian warriors, so we have a good amount of fighting going on here. Thracian warriors do have a little bit of a advantage coming around the sides of these hoplite units, and we have another unit of Thracian bowmen pulling around, coming in out of nowhere essentially. Let's see, are they going to be firing? Yes, they are firing, and it seems that they are firing down on the units of Cretan archers here. We'll probably have the Cretan archers probably begin to fire back into the Thracian bowmen here. Battle still going on this side. Actually, it doesn't look like, maybe they're not fighting. No, they're not fighting. Okay, so those 2 units are currently not fighting. Let's pop back over to the west side here. Macedon has pushed through. They have a unit of their citizen cavalry behind the defenders' lines essentially, so that's not going to be a good sign. They already have cavalry back here. That's not going to be good for the defenders. This army still has moving his 2 units of his Cretan archers down. We have a unit of the light shock Sarissa cavalry was routed. I'm guessing maybe they tried to charge into the city again and maybe got bested by a unit of spears. One of the Thracian generals, Thracian nobles, is now pushing up, taking on a unit of mercenary Cretan archers. And we have the couple of units of Thracian bowmen back here starting to fire into the blobs here of Macedonian players. This unit of veteran hoplites has now been completely surrounded. So that's going to probably be the end of his day, unless this general is able to get over there. But we do have some more pikemen and archers coming through this gate, so I don't know what that general is going to have to do. Big opportunity here by Macedon. Well done by this player. Got a unit of citizen cavalry around into some Thracian bowmen. The bowmen seemed to be trying to get some shots off onto the cavalry as they were charging in, but they were unable to rout the unit of cavalry. Cavalry has now routed this unit of archers, so they will more than likely continue to press on. Maybe they're going to come around onto this side and start trying to chip away at the units that are over here defending. Thorax swordsmen still pushing in, breaking unit of Thorax bowmen. I'm guessing they were out of ammunition. Veteran hoplites still here holding. Veteran mercenary hoplites here still holding against some Thorax swordsmen. But this is about to become a humongous problem for the defenders. They're probably going to lose this general here. They are fighting a unit of pikemen and 2 units of infantry. Mercenary hoplites are fighting 3 units of shield bearers, counting the general, and there is another unit of thorax swordsmen. This unit of the mercenary veteran hoplites is starting to break, and the citizen cavalry is going to come in. Let's see if maybe we can get a charge in on this general, and then we'll pop back over to the other side of the settlement. Yeah, big charge into the rear. That general's more than likely going to die. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of there. So let's pop back over onto the other side of the settlement, see how well we're doing. Macedon has completely solidified this whole front section of the settlement as their own. We do have a unit sitting up over here in the woods, though, some Thracian horsemen. We can see them, which means that the attackers can see them, so that's not really the greatest. Probably want to try and maybe pull them back, get them into some woods, or at least pull them back so the attackers can't see them. This attack on this side here is doing, the Macedon is just overloading on this side again, using their numbers to kill off these 2 units of Thracian warriors. Once these 2 units of Thracian warriors break, looks like they'll probably just have a pretty good push in. They would more than likely be able to come around and, kill off any units that are defending this one capture point over here. We do still have another unit of Dacian bowmen back here. Maybe they're going to try and get some shots off onto these just mass amount of blobbed up troops. So the combat has started back over here again on the wall. Mercenary hoplites taking on a unit of thorax swordsmen, but the hoplites are now being routed. They will be gone off the battlefield. Macedon making a big push here through this main road, up these steps, into a unit of mercenary veteran hoplites. Looks like this is the only unit that's over here defending, which is not going to be good, because like I said, if any of these units decide to come in this way, this unit of mercenary veteran hoplites will not last very long. Here's the citizen cavalry again, doing a fantastic job finding his way into another unit of Thracian bowmen, and he's probably just going to stick here and just get them completely off the battlefield. We have a new unit of thorax swordsmen charging into a unit of shield bearers, which is one of the Macedonian generals on this side. Yeah, so the Odryssian Kingdom on this side seems to be pretty well annihilated, at least their front line defense. Hopefully they have some troops back here. Okay, so now with one of the Macedonian players pushing up further, we're able to see some more. We have some more mercenary veteran hoplites, a couple more units of the Thracian bowmen, another unit of Thracian bowmen. Here's one of the Odryssian Kingdom generals, another unit of Thracian nobles, unit of hoplites on this side, but I hope that maybe something will show up and there'll be a defending line here as well. If not, this unit of citizen cavalry will be able to just come down and around and hit right into the rear of this unit of hoplites. We do have a decent amount of bows over here. So Macedon on this side, on the east side of the settlement, are making a big push up. They're just pretty much moving everything up here. Whatever he's got left, yeah, he's moving up the remaining forces of his army. He's just pushing up here. Maybe we're going to have some skirmish going on. We do have 2 units of the mercenary Cretan archers from Macedon, 2 units of Thracian bowmen here for Odryssian Kingdom. So now we see another general. Yeah, we have eyes on 3 different generals from the Odryssian Kingdom. We did have a death of a general up on this side here. He tried to defend as best as he could, but he ended up losing his life. Thorax swordsman pulling back away. Doesn't matter, this unit of hoplites is about to be routed and probably completely killed off the battlefield here soon. So this is not looking very well for the defenders. As you can see, the balance of power is severely in the attackers' possession. This is not looking good. A lot of units here blobbed up. Good thing that that Macedon does not still have any of their artillery with them. It does not seem that they have artillery. I do not see any artillery flags on this side, at least. Let's check the opposite side. Is there any artillery being pushed up? I do not see any artillery being pushed up. The Odryssian Kingdom are now falling further back towards the town center. I guess this is just going to be a gigantic last stand here for the town center. We have a little over 16 minutes left in this replay. Just as a reminder, if you guys are liking any of the content that I've been putting up on my channel, be sure to give me a like, comment, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic as well. Macedon here is just getting control of more of one of the capture points on this side, pulling up for more of his troops. He's walking a lot of them, which is a very smart move. You know, just so they're not tired, he can just get them up there and they won't be tired. And then when he needs to, he can just push them right into combat. The unit of Thracian horsemen has now pulled out of the woods. They have moved down over here. Seems that they are trying to recapture the gate, but cavalry needs to not be on the horses in order to recapture gates. Let's see what we got going on here. We have a charge coming up the stairs into a unit of hoplites. 2 units of hoplites here. Let's see if this cavalry is going to be able to do anything. Saying that in melee combat it is even. So the Thracian horsemen will now pull back out again. 28 men out of 60 left. Mercenary hoplites here still holding against a unit of thorax pikemen. Let's go through the list of units they're attacking. 2 units of thorax pike, a unit of hoplites, and another unit of hoplites, and a thorax swordsman, being currently held back by a unit of mercenary veteran hoplites. So you guys get a gold star. I know you're going to die, but you get a gold star currently. I'm not sure why this general didn't just push a unit around to aid his ally and get this defense broken through, and they'd be able to get this capture point and then have another lane to come up. They would also actually they would have this front road here. They'd be able to come around onto down these steps here, through around onto the dirt roads here, and be able to push around. Let's see what's going on over here. We have a unit of Thracian warriors that are pushing up. Looks like they're going to try and meet this unit of Thurio spears to maybe stop them from capturing this tower. But they are getting unloaded on by 2 units of Cretan archers here. And they are already down to 86 men. We also have a unit of citizen cavalry and the companion cavalry general pulling over here. So this unit of Thracian warriors more than likely got thrown away. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to do anything. I mean, they still do have the numbers to be able to probably take out these spears, but with the cavalry on this side now, yeah, this unit has been completely choked off. And looks like they're just going to try and do what they can with them before they get killed. Nope, they've turned them back around. Actually, they're chasing after the cavalry, and the cavalry is now running, or walking. So this Thracian warrior unit will be able to get into the cavalry, at least maybe the citizen cavalry, and hold them up. Yeah, it seems that they have held up some of the citizen cavalry, killed a couple of their horses. They're down to 12 out of 60. Let's get back over onto this side, see what we're doing on this side. We have some hoplites moving down. Looks like maybe they're going to try and just defend this flank just to make sure that the defenders can't send any units around over to here to get into their rear lines. This unit of the mercenary hoplites that were over here has obviously finally broken. They were holding back 5 units over here, so it was only a matter of time. We do have another unit of Thracian horsemen moving around. Is this another? No, that's the one that was down by the gate. So we do have another full unit of Thracian horsemen for the defenders and a depleted unit of Thracian horsemen down over here. Be interesting to see what this unit of horse ends up doing. It would be probably a good idea for them to see if they could get down this road, because we do have 3 units of the Cretan archers here that appear to be completely undefended. I don't see anything on this road that would give them any sort of block from a charge from a unit of cavalry. That unit of the Thracian cavalry has disappeared, so we're going to try and keep an eye, see if we... Oh, they just popped back up. Okay, let's see where they're going into. They are charging into a unit of the shield bearers here from one of the Macedonian generals. Really good charge in, didn't kill a single guy, knocked down probably a bunch of them, but did not kill a single man. So that was... It was a good charge for the fact that they knocked a lot of guys down. Not a good charge, though, because they did lose 4 men and got 1 kill on their own, because that unit was at 68, now they're at 67. So really not a very productive charge, but it seems that they're going to be trying to go back in again, but now the shield bearers are facing them, and they are in hoplite walls, so this cavalry unit will more than likely be tied up here. There is also a unit of thorax swordsmen here backing up the shield bearer general. So this unit of cavalry, again, losing a lot of numbers. He just lost another 14 men out of that charge. Or, sorry, 12 men now. They were at 54. So yeah, let's get back over onto this side, see what Macedon is doing on this side. Macedonian players are moving up 2 units of thorax pikemen and 2 units of hoplites through this road. Now they're starting to push up their thorax pikemen as well. So it looks like Macedon is just going to use their numbers, their superior numbers. As you can see, I mean, Odryssian Kingdom still do have a lot of units here, but a lot of them are archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there was another 1 or 2 somewhere. I can't see them currently. I wonder how much ammo these archers still have. They might not have a whole lot of ammo left. And some of these, even the units that are in reserve, have taken some losses. We have a unit of naked warriors. Thracian warriors here already lost 19 men. This unit over here, Thurio Spears from Macedon, is pushing in against a unit of mercenary hoplites with a unit of Thracian warriors, backing them up. The Thracian warriors are starting to push in or around. I guess they're going to try and push around and maybe just come in and flank the rest of these Thurio Spears to get them off the field. Macedon is now moving up his citizen cavalry again, which I'll just take a look and see what they're up to. 203. So they've been used very well so far up to this point. They've taken out a couple of units of defending archers. They've gotten some fantastic rear charges. They got a big charge in one of the Odryssian Kingdom's generals, the one that passed up here by the front wall. So that cavalry's been used very, very, very well. And like I said, yes, this general on this side, the Macedonian general on this side, seems that he's just going to use his mass numbers to just try and force his way through into the town center here for Odryssian Kingdom. This unit of mercenary hoplites is in a good defensive position, but as we can see, Macedon isn't currently moving any units around in this direction, so might not be a bad idea to have this unit fall back to here, actually, because when this unit breaks, and if and when these 2 units of hoplites break, they'll have another unit of hoplites already here waiting to hold back the just absolute droves of Macedon players here. Macedon units, I should say. Macedon making a big push here, way closer to the town center. Hoplites, hoplites, hoplites. Another unit of pikemen moving up. Hoplites, hoplite. They're just coming in with their spears to just shove through the Odryssian Kingdom's defenses here. They're into another one of the Odryssian Kingdom generals here. Let's scroll in here and get some more combat going on. So we can get some eyes on some. Maybe we'll get some cool kill animations. Yeah, this Thracian nobles unit trying to do the best they can, holding off again a mass amount of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units again of hoplites, a couple units of pikes and 4 units of hoplites pushing into a Thracian noble general. We do have another unit of hoplites coming around here on the flank. That's not going to be good for this general at all, because they will be surrounded completely, so that will more than likely be another Odryssian Kingdom general off the battlefield. We have a Macedonian general moving backwards towards the Thracian horsemen that were still left. They are in just regular wall, but they are going to start charging towards. They're moving faster, so they're going to maybe try and catch this unit of Thracian horsemen out, which if they do, that would be not good again for the defenders, because they will be completely out of cavalry while the attacking there we go. Okay, so he did see it, and he is trying to get that severely depleted unit of cavalry out of there, which will be good. And this general, now with this cavalry getting out of here, this general will be able to recapture this capture point here for the attackers. The unit of mercenary hoplites here, just again surrounded, superior numbers. I mean, Macedon just has a whole host more troops than the defenders do here. We do have a Odryssian Kingdom general starting to waver here. They did get pushed into in the rear here by the hoplites, and again now with this unit wavering and probably going to break, another unit of the Odryssian Kingdom's general here to hold front line with a unit of mercenary hoplites. Oh, this general didn't break. Oh, that would be good. Start trying to pike away at the Macedonian front line's rear here. That would be good. Not exactly sure how this happened. I don't know how all of these troops in Macedon got surrounded here, but I don't think it's going to be very long, because here we come again with Macedon's cavalry, his citizen cavalry and his companion cavalry general. And we also have another 5 or 6 units going to be pulling down over here. We do have a couple of units of Macedon starting to waver and break, which is a good sign if you're rooting for the defenders. That would be fantastic if they were able to start doing that. Not sure where the Thracian cavalry went. We do have the general all the way down here by the gate. Maybe he was just recapturing this gate and he's going to push back up and recapture this capture point here, which I believe, again, like I've said in past videos, I'm pretty sure the capture points add to attack power or morale, or lower defense for the defenders. Not that it really matters. Again, you can see the balance of power here is definitely in favor of the attackers with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the replay. I'm going to say here, with the time limit left and looking at all of the units that are left for the Odryssian Kingdom, I'm going to say Macedon is probably going to pull this one out. We will continue watching to see how well the defenders, maybe the defenders will be able to pull one out, but I don't think that's going to happen. They do have a decent amount of archers still here in the town center. They have a general in the town center, so I mean, if they could pick away at some of these units, I mean, right here, maybe they can get some flanking fire into some of these shield bearers, which would be great to get them off the field. Maybe get some shots into this unit of shield bearers general, Get them to off the battlefield. Do these units of archers still have ammo? Yeah, they're still holding their bows, so I can't believe they still have ammunition. Let's take a look and see some of these kills. 67, 120, and 79. Shield Bearer General 169. That's great. That's really good stuff. So the defenses for the Odryssian Kingdom have all but been crushed on this side. There is one unit of Thracian nobles holding off a general and a unit of thorax pikemen. I believe this is the last Odryssian Kingdom general, unless there's one. Oh no, there's one here. Odryssian Kingdom general pushing up now to be a line of defense against a couple of units of shield bearers. With a unit, the Odryssian Kingdom's general has a unit of Thracian bowmen right behind him, trying to help out. Sending in some Cretan archers here against the Thracian nobles general from Odryssian Kingdom. Macedon is now just moving units around, probably just going to try and get another big push, as they've done. They did it a couple of times here. They used several units to push through and several units to push through. And when I say push through, I don't mean push through. They didn't push through the unit and, you know, do some cheating kind of stuff. They just massed up forces and were able to rout the defenders off the battlefield. That's what I mean when I'm saying push through. So apologies if anybody is thinking that there was some cheating or whatever going on. The unit of mercenary Cretan archers are breaking here, but they, again, Macedon just doing what they have been doing pretty much the entire battle, just massing up several units and pushing in against, trying to attack a unit. The general Thracian nobles unit, Thracian warrior unit is starting to waver. This Thracian noble over here is holding off against pikemen, hoplites, hoplites, hoplites. So he's got 4 units here holding. So, yeah, and we can just see that it's just inching further and further into the direction of the balance of power for the attackers. So, yeah, let's, 32 seconds left in the replay. I'm guessing that these generals will more than likely die, and as soon as they die, all the rest of the units, yeah, we're starting to have some Odryssian Kingdom units waving. General wavering. Is this general over here starting to waver yet? No, not yet. But they do. Now he's starting to waver. So, okay, that will wrap up this battle. Sorry, guys, I wasn't able to give full army comps on the attacking and defending armies. It makes it a little easier when everybody's the same faction, because I can kind of just go over, I can gloss over all the units and everything like that. But I do appreciate when we have several different factions. Core, again, thank you for sending in this replay, bud, though. You, the Macedonian victory here, so I know you were controlling one of the Macedonian armies, so congratulations on that victory here. Let's get to the army comps real quick. So we have the Blood King as his Macedonian army, his general with 176, his heavy onager with 31, but he probably knocked down a wall or two. His Cretan archers did fantastic, 123, 110, 104. Shield bearers, 223, good job there, 43 and another 200, 219 here. Hoplites, 98, 106, 137, 146, and 173. Overall, well done there, Blood King. Erase TTV Savage, he was another one of the Macedonian players. His general, 101. His Giant Ballista here got 0 kills, would probably knock down a couple of walls, or maybe that was one of the units that got charged out on by the Thracian cavalry on the west side of the settlement. Archers here, 15, and another. Okay, I'm going to guess that's who that was on that side. Savage was the one that had the cavalry get charged into his artillery and 2 units of his archers that were over there on the woods. Slingers with 2 kills and 5 kills. Hoplites, 49, 19. His pikemen had 81 and 141. Then all the rest of his army is thorax swordsmen, 88, 65, 44, 76, 158, pretty good there. 205, great job there with that unit, 142 and 94. Solo Wing Pixie, he was the one that had the units of the cavalry, so well done to him. 104 with his general, 206 with citizen cavalry, good job. Sarissa Cavalry didn't fare as well. They only had 24 kills and got routed off the battlefield, so I didn't exactly see what happened there. Maybe they charged into a unit of spears or something. His Cretan archers did pretty well, 134, actually exceptionally well, 134, 206, 231. Thracian warriors here, 171, 60, 91. His thorax pikemen had 117 and 51. Then his line of thorax swordsmen 99, 55, 107, 187, 172 and 100, and his 2 units of Thurio spears rounded out with 66 and 50 kills. And then we have Kor, who sent in the replay. So again, Bud, thanks for sending this in. His general 34, his ballista with 2 kills, probably knocked down a wall or 2. His archers did pretty good, 104, 169, 107. He had a large amount of hoplites. Okay, so 33, 131, 64, 111, 86, 71, 122, 101, 87. And his pikemen did fantastic. 221, and this unit with 429 kills on a unit of pikemen. Well done, Kor. That's absolutely fantastic unit right there. Great job. Let's get to the defenders. We have Charlie 6 Zulu here. His general with 138. His units of Thracian horsemen 2, 0, and 17. So not the greatest of numbers there. His archers did pretty good. He had one unit with 105, a unit with 0, 58, and 76. So this one unit did pretty good. These other, the 76 is good, but as you can see, not a lot of them were left. So I'm going to guess they probably got hit by Solo's cavalry at some point along the way. Mercenary hoplites 90 and 57, 65, 64, and 81. Then a whole bunch of Thracian warriors for him, 61, 41, 76, 50, 31, 28, and 92. Sir Beeston had brought himself some cavalry as well, but his general 177, 58, 58, and 16 with his Thracian horsemen. Thracian bowmen 94, 32, 91, 33. His mercenary hoplites did 41, 2, 58, 10. These are veteran hoplites, 102 and 107 for the veteran hoplites. Good job. Thracian nobles 105, and his Thracian warriors 44, 38, 70, and 29. This is onto my army here. My general with 94 kills. My 3 units of Thracian horsemen 53, 82, and 56. My bows didn't really produce a whole lot, 55, 87, 94, 61. Not really the greatest at all. Mercenary hoplites are 47, 18, and 107 for this unit, so that's pretty good. Mercenary veteran hoplites 76 and 40, and my slew of Thracian warriors 135, 50, 165, 59, 41, 26, and 17. And then our computer ally here pretty much did garbage. He's got a couple of units that are close to 100, but his general 153, 210, 79, and 99 with his archers. His Thracian warriors 107, 42, 75. Thracian warriors 35, 0, 30, 18, 74, 15, 12, 55, 58, and 8. So, good job, computer. Killed a whopping 807 guys. Good job. So yeah, I just want to say thank you again to Kor for sending in the replay. It was really cool. I had fun covering it. I honestly did not even remember this battle until about halfway through it. Then I remembered losing the battle, and I remembered a lot of the things that were coming from halfway to the end of the battle. So again, guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting up on my channel, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want. That would be really cool if you did that. So, okay, guys, I will talk to you soon.